lots of the modern production stuff like metalcore, deathcore productions. And for that reason, he brought in that touch of modern sound, and that was very welcome. I think that the mixture is the secret of the sound.
I really do agree, and I really do hear that. It can be put down to the fact that the sound itself is not a sum of your influences. So it's not add a little bit of band B, band C, band D, band A, and you'll get your sound. I think you come from a lot of different places in terms of influence, and that means your sound is quite real and quite unique. So tell us about some of those influences. What sort of things added to the sound? What sort of things added to the songwriting?
Actually, our experience is actually adding to the songwriting. Because we started with death metal and grindcore bands, but then moved on playing all kinds of music. Ben was very much into songwriting of Britpop songs, and Ulf found his passion in electronic music for a while. René was playing prog and post-rock stuff, and I'm the one adding Johnny Cash to our musical roots playlist, so I was very much into singer-songwriter music and even country stuff. Nice. And this is what we did the last 25 years, without losing metal out of sight, but we kind of widened our musical horizon and coming together again as grind. Doing that songwriting sessions, everything was okay as influences. We were tolerant enough to say that it's okay to bring in something that sounds like Interpol, for example. This is probably one of the good sides of getting older. I mean, you get tolerant, and the album benefits from it, hopefully, at the end. I mean, we are very proud of that kind of feedback, that it's having all those multifaceted influences, and that it's just a metal record that doesn't get boring due to that. This is one of the things we are proud of the most.
Absolutely, and as well you should be. It's a fantastic record, and you touch on Interpol there, certainly another band I love. And one of the smart things you guys did recently was release a Spotify playlist of all your influences. And I had a fantastic time going through that list. But what really shocked me, and is certainly what we're all about here at Darkest Corners of the World, is so many songs on that playlist were things that I know, things that I love. And I tell you what, Perth, Australia is a long, long way from Flensburg, Germany. It's incredible to me how the language of music, to this very day allows, if you are tolerant, if you are open-minded, it really does allow us to spread this one language around the world. And it's incredible to me the similarities in where we both come from like that. But not about me, obviously. Tell me about your influences in particular as a bass player.
Well, I already said that I'm responsible for Johnny Cash on that playlist, but I'm also responsible for adding the Chili Peppers, for example. Mother's Milk was one of the most influential records for me as a bass player, such as U2. I am still a big fan of the early stuff, bass-wise, you might hear it here and there.
I was about to say, I think you can.
Sound like I am on this level, but here and there you might hear me, and me playing influenced by those bass players that are this much influential for tons of bass players all around the world.
I think the interesting thing in the way they've influenced you is, whilst they're very capable and, I guess in Flea's case, a ridiculously good bass player, they very much serve the song first and foremost. I think Interpol you can put in that list as well.
Absolutely right.
I hear that in your bass playing there, and I hear that in the sounds you choose. You talked about in Liberate how you use some different sounds, different playing styles and approaches. That to me suggests a musician who is purely there for the song. And I think that's true of the whole band. I think it works so well as one spectacular whole because no one's really trying to dominate.
No, that's true. That's true. We work as a unit, and there are not that much egos involved. The good thing about that entire project is nobody saw that coming, what is happening to Grind at the moment. We just came together to have fun writing some heavy songs. And then next step was that we enjoyed recording them, but there was not a record deal inside or anything that could put pressure on us or kind of, could be seen ego related. Everything was just evolving naturally. And at the end, we are so happy that Dedication Records approached us and that now our music is available worldwide. But no room for egos. It was just enjoying the process of songwriting, enjoying the process of recording.
Tell me about the process of how Dedication Records came upon you. Tell me about how that happened.
Well, actually, it was like when the recording was done, we were pretty happy with the result. And we just installed a Facebook page to share it with our friends. And we put out, I don't know exactly, about two songs or something. 2 or 3 songs maybe. And then we got approached by the label. Normally you send out tons of demos without any answers, but surprisingly enough, Dedication came to us. They saw the potential in this record on the 3 songs already, and then we shared the demo, and they wanted to distribute it as it is actually. So no extra production was needed. They just said it's fine as it is. We go for it. And of course, it is niche music, and it is a very small but very dedicated, as the title says, label. We don't get rich, but that is not the plan. We just enjoy it. We just enjoy finding nice reviews of the record in plenty of magazines at the moment. We enjoy doing such things as interviews with an expert from Perth in Australia on the other side of the globe. This is what we enjoy.
Expert. I don't think you should throw that term around too broadly. I wouldn't call myself an expert, but I'm much like yourself, a lover of music. And to me, I like to think there are times I can hear that love and I can hear that authenticity, and it doesn't matter what style I'm listening to. That's what grabs me. That's what grabs me. And that's certainly what grabs me about this next band, Hemlyn from Tunis in Tunisia. For those playing at home, that's in northern Africa, right between Algeria and Libya. And fucking wow. I've been a good boy. I haven't been swearing a lot in this episode. Let's try that again. Fucking wow. This band, when they sent their stuff through, absolutely blew my socks off. This particular song, Abraj Abraj, has the most incredible sense of light and shade. It has a depth of culture that someone such as myself can only dream about. It makes me question my culture and where it comes from. It makes me question my influences and where they come from. It is an absolutely spectacular song. I really do marvel at the beautiful sensibilities going on in this track. Having gushed enough, I should probably let you guys listen to it. Listeners to Darkest Corners of the World, this is Abraj Abraj by Hemlyn.
بالخضرة سكنوها عبيد عايشين بالقدرة مسلسلهم لحديد غابت زيمان وغبرة غورة بغورة وغدرة يحلب في بقرة مراكب لحيل على طب خضرا سكنوها عبيد لا جروحهم تبرى لا نسوات كيد ريوس للذل محنية قلوب حجر ملانية جباب في المخ ما بنية ولا هم شي ويزيد أبراج أبراج هزوا باللاعة خلصوا عبين شارية وبيعة والفلاحة قعدوا جواعة حيارة في سر طليعة
You just heard Abraj by Hemlyn out of Tunasia in North Africa. And you're back here at Darkest Corners of the World. We're still with Armin from Grind. Thank you very much for your time, Armin. It's fantastic to talk to you.
Thank you for having Grind on your show.
It's very much our pleasure. So, look, it's obviously we're in the middle of a